A new chapter for the Iraqi dinar, what Chase Bank's latest moves could mean for a revaluation. Welcome back to Dinar Current. Today's update may mark a turning point in the long-anticipated journey of the Iraqi dinar IQD. After years of rumors, speculation, and waiting, something substantial has occurred, something that's not based on hearsay, but backed by verifiable institutional action. As of May 11, 2025, Chase Bank, one of the most powerful financial institutions in the world, has made significant operational changes regarding the Iraqi dinar. And that's worth paying attention to. This isn't about online forums or viral TikTok theories. It's about real-world changes by a global banking leader. When a Tier 1 bank like Chase adjusts its processes for a foreign currency like the IQD, it signals a major shift in how that currency is being treated, and possibly a preparation for a revaluation. Chase Bank's key changes, not routine, but foundational. Let's break down the structural updates Chase has made to its IQD operations. 1. Appointment-only currency exchanges. Walk-ins are no longer allowed for dinar exchanges. All transactions now require a scheduled appointment with a designated foreign currency specialist. This indicates Chase is preparing for higher transaction volume and needs to manage the process carefully. 2. Stricter ID verification. A valid government-issued ID is now mandatory. Bank cards or less formal identification won't cut it. This move enhances security and ensures compliance with evolving financial regulations. 3. High-tech currency authentication. New scanning technology has been introduced to authenticate dinar notes. These tools go far beyond the typical UV light methods, using advanced image recognition to detect any counterfeit notes. 4. Only pristine notes accepted. Chase will now only accept new, uncirculated IQD notes. Any that are torn, worn, or altered will be rejected outright. This ensures clean records and minimizes fraud. 5. Exchange limits introduced. Individuals are now limited to exchanging up to 5 million Iraqi dinars per appointment. This isn't about restriction, but a strategic way to manage what may become a surge in exchange requests. Together, these policy changes suggest that Chase isn't pulling back from the dinar, they're ramping up preparations for something big. A change in language, the floating operational rate. One of the more intriguing developments is Chase's new terminology. They're now referencing the dinar using the term, floating operational rate. This wording implies variability in the rate, departing from the traditionally fixed exchange rates governed by the Central Bank of Iraq. Such a term hints at a possible shift toward a market-based rate model. Why would Chase prepare for rate fluctuations unless they believed a major change was on the horizon? This kind of language signals that the dinar could be moving closer to becoming a globally traded, floating currency, a hallmark of internationally recognized economies. Legal disclaimers, preparing for post-revaluation scenarios. Perhaps the most revealing move is Chase's introduction of new legal language for IQD transactions. Customers are now required to sign a disclaimer stating that if the IQD increases in value after an exchange, the bank is not responsible for compensating any difference. Banks don't typically add such language unless they foresee potential issues. This suggests that Chase is anticipating revaluation-driven disputes and is legally insulating itself in advance. A broader banking industry response. While Chase is the first major U.S. bank to take such visible steps, there are indications that others may soon follow. Insider sources suggest that both Wells Fargo and Bank of America are monitoring Chase's actions closely and holding internal discussions about implementing similar policies. Historically, when Chase leads on such matters, the rest of the financial industry tends to follow. We could be witnessing the early stages of a broad transformation in how U.S. banks handle the Iraqi dinar, no longer treating it as speculative but as a legitimate and tradable currency. Iraq's economic momentum. Zooming out, these banking moves align with broader economic progress in Iraq. Over the past 2 years, the country has taken major steps toward joining the World Trade Organization (WTO), diversified its foreign currency reserves, strengthened its central banking infrastructure, improved anti-counterfeiting measures and note designs, reformed its monetary policy and reduced inflation. These signs point to a country laying the groundwork for deeper integration into the global economy. Chase's changes may simply be a response to that momentum. What dinar holders should consider. If you currently hold IQD, you now face a strategic choice. If you need liquidity or can't handle the uncertainty, it might make sense to exchange your dinar now under Chase's new policies. If you're able to wait, and you interpret Chase's actions as a signal of a coming revaluation, holding on could be a calculated decision. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about reading institutional behavior and interpreting legal and procedural shifts as serious indicators. Steps you can take now. 1. Contact your local Chase branch. Ask specifically for the foreign currency department, as general banking staff may not be familiar with these new policies. 2. Schedule an appointment early. With walk-ins no longer accepted, you'll want to lock in a time before appointment slots fill up. 3. Inspect your IQD notes. Make sure they're in pristine condition. Damaged or circulated notes will be rejected. 4. Verify the source of your dinar. Currency purchased from unverified sources may not be accepted under the new policy. Final thoughts. Chase Bank doesn't revamp its entire foreign currency process without a compelling reason. From the updated terminology and legal disclosures to the new verification systems and appointment requirements, everything points to preparation for a potential revaluation. Whether that event happens next week or next quarter remains uncertain, but the signs suggest that it's no longer a matter of if, but when. If you've been waiting for a signal, this might be it.